In case you've been living under a rock, the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings do not like each other, and they will be facing off in the Kings Arena, in the Rockets Arena, by the way, on ESPN. What do you say about this matchup?
This is the real Western Conference rivalry. This right here. This is it. This is the one. Forget what they said. This is the one. And that Curry and Fox up against one another, must see TV. It's just must see TV. I just cannot wait. Like, am I just excited about all the games? You know what it is? I'm just gonna say it. I'm happy NBA season is back. I'm happy it's back. I like all the games. I want to see everything. But this one right here and the 2 preseason games that the Warriors and Kings had, tooth and nail. It's almost like every game they play is a 7-game series.
Yeah.
Every time they play, it's like they play in a 7-game series. And it's at the 7th game. Like, what?
Yeah.
So again, these are preseason games. I get it. But something about this preseason matchup just gave me flashbacks of the playoff game, 7-game series, the 7th game. Actually, these 2 teams, fought against in the 2023 season. What? Oh my gosh.
Yes, they have history, and it favors the Golden State Warriors because they won a 7-game series. They also beat them in both preseason games. This is some revenge that the Kings want, and to be quite honest, I think they need it. They need to beat the Golden State Warriors in their first matchup.
The thing about it is that these games are not easily won.
Right.
Look. Preseason game. We don't talk about preseason much, but for these 2 teams, the Kings and the Warriors, we're gonna talk about it. Game 1 went into overtime. Curry didn't even play that game.
Right.
Overtime. What? And then the game that Curry did play, 1 point difference. What? Against what? Both teams have to get up for one another if they think they're gonna win. And if the Kings pull off a win on the first matchup of the season, their first game of the season, and they pull off a win, that would be amazing.
It would be. And to think that they play them again just in a couple of days, right? I think they play them also on November the 1st. It's crazy. All right. So we talk about the players, but there's another matchup. Them coaches, right? Steve Kerr and Mike Brown. That's another dynamic that I love to see.
Yeah. Because Mike Brown was a part of the Golden State Warriors championship runs.
Oh yeah.
So he should have the blueprint. Should. But again, I just need to see more from me. Now that we know the Kings, I knew now that they tried to, hopefully they did fill a hole I think that they had in the postseason, and that's at the 5. My personal opinion. They brought in JaVale McGee. How long it's going to take for him to really say, okay, we're going to give him more minutes.
Right.
Sabonis, I like Sabonis. Don't misunderstand me. At the 4. I just need for him to shift over. So, I need them to really start getting JaVale McGee in the rhythm of what the offense looks like, the defense looks like, their playmaking looks like. So it can just be a little bit more. So as the Kings progress throughout the season, we can start seeing the chemistry and that scheme click with JaVale McGee being in the rotation. I want to see that.
Yeah, I was surprised that the Kings sent Nerlens Noel packing and brought in JaVale because we were really excited about it. But I think we were more so excited that they just beefed up the center spot. Period.
Yes.
We also brought in Alex Len. But I like JaVale McGee because you don't need a lot of points from him, maybe a couple putbacks, but his defensive presence.
Yep.
You're not waltzing up in there. You're just not.
You're not going to do it. And his length and his experience, because he's a journeyman. So
he's a champion too.
And that too. Matter of fact, that first.
Yes. Size definitely matters. The Warriors, they still have Draymond Green playing the center. And Sabonis still has to go up against that. But I know we had talked about Keegan Murray in a previous episode, and we were like, okay, we need more from him. Is this the season that he becomes more aggressive and they start to rely on him more down in the paint, or what you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think they will most definitely need him more 3-point shooting because I think that's really what he's brought in for, right? And if the Kings can really, if he can focus on that for them, I think it would be a game changer. And these points, especially against the Warriors, 1 point, 2 point overtime point, I think it can help, lean more toward a win if he stays in his bag. So yeah, this is his season to break out for sure. Yes,
Yes, yes,
yes,
and
it has to
Huter
be.
too along those lines. I think
I
he's
like
a streaky
Uter.
shooter, but when he's
Hmm.
on, he is on.
Yeah,
Same thing with Klay Thompson. They have that same dynamic, but Klay has been off a lot. I think
yeah.
he rely more on his defensive presence at this stage of his career.
You know what? And I'm going to need for Malik Monk
Ooh,
to bring it right back. Repeat. Whatever you did in the 2023 season, do that for 2024 and more. Malik Monk, they need him off the bench to do all of that. Will he be the sixth man of the year?
ooh, I would
Can
love
he
to
earn
see.
that this season? Because I think he can. I think he can.
Yeah, yeah. Now the Warriors will be without Andre Iguodala. I know he didn't play much, but he got that veteran presence. He what? Come on, they need him, especially now that they have CP3 and the Draymond Green dynamic going on. I think Andre would have been the guy to talk reason into both CP3 and Draymond if things get a little heated,
Yeah.
as they will throughout the season. You think I'm not gonna have my eye on that because they don't like each other, and they're on the same team now. So there's gonna be a lot of I don't know. And Draymond, he's very volatile, and Chris Paul can be the same. So
Yes.
I'll be
Yeah.
watching that.
Yeah. Me too.
I wonder if Mike Brown will continue to play Monk off the bench as explosive as he is. I
I
just
think so.
think, like in the postseason, Monk came in, gave them a lot of offensive punch and defensive punch. His pace that he plays with, and the fact that he has a really good chemistry with De'Aaron Fox. I just wonder if Coach Brown will continue to play Monk off the bench.
I think he should. I like seeing Monk and Davion Mitchell off the bench. I do. I do. You
Mhm.
need everybody can't start, right? And
Right.
if you start um, Malik Monk, then who's going to lead the second unit? Because I think
But
he leads the second unit.
hey, Kevin Uter, I would do a swap. Personally, I
Mm.
would. I would come out with guns a-blazing in my starting five. And Monk definitely contributes to that because sometimes you don't get anything from Harrison Barnes,
Sometimes you don't. That's so
you
he is
know?
he is hit and miss.
Yeah.
He is hit and miss. That is, that is so true. But when he hit, you be like, yeah.
Yeah, so I just wonder, will he stick to his guns, Mike Brown, and just continue to do what's worked for them? Because it is successful. I mean, they lit the beam up last
Yeah.
season.
Number
So,
three. They were number three in the
yeah,
conference.
yeah.
For, if Houston Rockets, Orlando Magic, if y'all don't think it's possible, you better watch the Kings. They were at the bottom too. And then in 2023, they lit the beam multiple times, all the way to the third spot in the Western Conference. It can be
Yes.
done with the right coach, right team, right chemistry. Ooh, come
I
on, Kings.
know.
Now, Kings, though, I'm gonna need y'all. You can't drop lower than 6. No, you can't. Not the Kings. No, 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 no. Y'all have arrived. Keep up the momentum. And if y'all can beat the Warriors, you imagine a confidence boost that they would have going into the season. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is going to be a game to watch. Okay, what's your prediction? Who wins?
Golden State Warriors.
Oh, really? After all that,
After
you
all
think
that,
the
yeah.
Warriors go
Golden
win?
State Warriors apparently have their number.
Oh my
It's going to
goodness.
really be up to the Kings to change that. But I have the Golden State Warriors winning this matchup. What about you?
Oh, I had the Sacramento Kings. I had the
Okay.
Kings drawing first blood in this matchup.
Hmm. We'll see.
Can't wait to see it. They need it. They
They,
need it for their psyche.
they do. I agree.
Mhm.